G'day and welcome to this week's property market update. Hope you're having a fantastic week. So we saw the RBA hold the cash rate last week before, and now the consensus is, and I read a report this week from Cotality, they're suggesting that most people predict that there won't be any more cash rates cuts this year in 2025. We probably won't see another cash rate cut potentially until early next year. Now, the reason for that is because we've seen inflation rise slightly from the previous quarter. So the RBA is just being a bit conservative and holding that cash rate firm. Now, we have seen a number of cash rate drops this year, and that's pushed in more demand into the market. But it also gives mortgage holders a little bit of reprieve as well. So, cost savings on your average mortgage of around $750,000 is somewhere around $400 a month. So that is showing some reprieve for cost of living pressures on existing mortgage holders. But for buyers looking to enter the market, if you're waiting for another cash rate drop before you jump in, it's likely the prices aren't going to stay stable. They're going to keep rising. And that's because the supply and demand situation is just well out of balance. And I reported on this last week. We're seeing total availability of property for sale at the moment on the Sunshine Coast of somewhere around 3,100 properties. And that's almost half as it was a couple of years ago, and even a third, a few years before that, before the COVID pandemic. So supply is definitely low, and demand keeps pushing in with that first home guarantee scheme coming into place, more demand in the market. So I wouldn't be waiting until another cash rate drop before you jump into the market, because it's likely we're going to see prices continue to grow over the short-term interim. Now, Martinuzzi reported this week as well on the Gold Coast property market. Now, he's suggesting that the population growth there year on year is somewhere around the 13,000 to 14,000 people. And that's double what they were predicting a decade ago, yet supply is just not keeping up pace. And that's pushing more and more pressure on property prices on the coast. And the coast is booming. I think the house price down there now sits above 1.1 million, and for units above $750,000. I actually think it'll be higher than that. Locally here, Sunshine Coast, experiencing the same. A lot of people moving here for the lifestyle choice. But relative affordability as well compared to some of the capital cities, pushing a lot more demand into the market as well. And we're seeing, I've just listed a property a week ago. We had 5 written offers within a week, and those offers are probably realistically $100,000 above where that property sat 12 months ago. And that's what we're seeing around the Sunshine Coast as well. So huge demand. Prices are going to continue to push up, and we have seen a shift in where those prices sit now. It was a time where a unit in Nambour you would have expected to pick up for under $500,000. That's hard to get around $600,000 now. And so competition in that segment is intense as well. Recently, an open home there had attracted 20 groups through the inspection, with at least half of them making offers on that property as well. So lots of demand. Certainly A-grade properties that present well, we're seeing good demand for as well. And I did report on this probably 6 to 12 months ago. Because of the lack of land availability, people are paying premiums for more modern, newer homes. So properties that are built within the last few years are achieving premium prices, because the cost to buy the land and build that now is sitting somewhere in the local area here, at least around $1.5 million. So those properties are now starting to sell for that. Whilst they're established homes, they're still considered near new homes. And even modern homes that are older in age but modernized are achieving, in Palmwoods example, 1.1 to 1.3 range every day of the week. So demand is huge in the market at the moment. The market is hot, and it doesn't look like it's going to slow down in the lead up to Christmas. If you'd like to read my full market update, check it out at martinuzzi.com.au. Make sure you subscribe too. We release a lot of information articles to help property owners and buyers make the best decision on their next property move. So again, subscribe, reach out to myself or the team here at MPG if there's anything at all we can help you with. Have a great day.